Good day, everyone, and welcome to this enlightening session on financial energy, prosperity, and how simple things inside your home could silently block your wealth flow. Many of us work hard to earn money, save it, and invest it for a better future. But did you know that sometimes, without even realizing it, the way we handle and store our money can attract poverty energy? This is not just superstition or folklore. It's rooted in deep Buddhist wisdom and energy alignment teachings, as highlighted by the great master Shi Heng Yi. In Buddhism and ancient Eastern philosophies, the energy flow within your home is just as important as your external actions when it comes to attracting abundance. Keeping money under your bed is more harmful than most people realize. On the surface, it may seem like a safe, discreet, and convenient place to store cash for emergencies. Many people think out of sight, out of mind. This way I can protect my savings from theft or loss. But from an energetic and spiritual perspective, especially according to Buddhist wisdom and the teachings of Shi Heng Yi, this is one of the most energetically dangerous places for your finances. In Buddhism, everything is seen in terms of energy flow. The place where you sleep is considered a zone of rest, rejuvenation, and healing. It's where your body and mind surrender to stillness after an active day. The space underneath your bed, however, becomes a pocket of trapped, stagnant energy. Dust gathers there, air doesn't circulate well. It becomes a breeding ground for dead Kai, or lifeless energy, according to Feng Shui principles often discussed in Buddhist teachings. When you store your money under your bed, that energy of stagnation attaches itself to your finances. Money is a representation of energetic flow, movement, and life force. It thrives when placed in clean, open, and energetically vibrant places. Hiding it under the bed creates a symbolic and physical blockage to financial flow in your life. Over time, you may notice unexplained financial stagnation, money slipping away faster than it comes, or even a lack of new financial opportunities. Moreover, every night as you sleep, you're unknowingly spending hours lying above stuck financial energy. This isn't just a metaphor. This prolonged energetic exposure can subtly affect your subconscious mind, reinforcing scarcity, fear, and lack-based thinking. Shi Heng Yi often emphasizes that your environment is a mirror of your internal state. By keeping money hidden under the bed, you send a subconscious signal to your brain and the universe that you are afraid, that money needs to stay hidden, and that you're expecting danger or loss. This fear-driven storage habit weakens your wealth energy field. Additionally, from a symbolic Buddhist point of view, the bed represents personal safety, peace, and healing energy fields, while money represents active, yang outward, moving energy. Mixing these two energies in the wrong way, by keeping money in the sleep zone, causes energetic dissonance. This inner conflict can manifest as poor sleep, anxiety about money, and even chronic tiredness. In some cultures, even apart from Buddhism, it's believed that storing valuables under the bed invites bad dreams, emotional stress, and mental blockages regarding wealth. For anyone serious about improving their relationship with money and inviting more abundance into their life, recognizing the energetic damage caused by this habit is the first step. The bed is for rest, not for storing wealth energy. The teachings are clear. Money kept under the bed stagnates with time, just like the air around it. The bathroom is one of the most energetically complex areas of your home, and according to Buddhist wisdom and teachings shared by Shi Heng Yi, it's one of the absolute worst places to store money. At first glance, the bathroom might seem like just another room, a space for hygiene and cleansing. But when we dive deeper into the energetic symbolism and spiritual teachings, the bathroom holds a very specific kind of energy. An energy of elimination, washing away, and downward flow. Let's understand the core principle here. The bathroom is built with a singular purpose, to remove waste and cleanse impurities. Every time you flush the toilet, turn on the sink, or watch water drain down the bathtub, there is a powerful and symbolic action happening. The water carries things away, from dirt on your hands to waste from your body. From an energy flow perspective, this continuous downward flushing represents loss, release, and separation. Money, on the other hand, symbolizes growth, accumulation, nourishment, and abundance. It's an energy that thrives on flow, but the right kind of flow. You want money to circulate positively, to expand and grow, not to be washed away like waste. When you store your money anywhere in the bathroom, whether inside a bathroom cabinet, on a shelf, near the sink, or even tucked away under towels, it energetically aligns your wealth with the same flushing away pattern that the bathroom promotes. According to Shi Heng Yi's teachings on mindfulness and intentional living, every object in your home absorbs the energy of its surroundings. In Buddhist philosophy, this is linked to the idea of interconnectedness. Everything in your space interacts with everything else. Money stored in the bathroom becomes saturated with the energy of disposal and elimination. This results in financial leaks, both literally and symbolically. People who habitually store money in the bathroom may notice that no matter how much they earn, their wealth drains away quickly. Unexpected bills, sudden expenses, and financial emergencies become frequent. It's almost as though their financial energy is being flushed away by unseen forces, and in reality it is. The environment you keep your money in acts like a magnet for the kind of energy it holds. Furthermore, in Feng Shui, which often overlaps with Buddhist home care principles, the bathroom is known as a major source of wealth drainage. This is why Feng Shui experts often recommend keeping bathroom doors closed and toilet lids down to minimize energy loss. But when money is actually placed inside the bathroom, this amplifies the draining effect dramatically. Another critical layer is the psychological impact. Subconsciously, you may start treating your money with the same level of detachment you associate with waste and things to be flushed away. Over time, this mindset builds, leading to careless spending, poor saving habits, and even financial self-sabotage. Shi Heng Yi often emphasizes that cultivating mindfulness in small, daily actions is key to shifting your life's energy. Where you place your money is not just a physical act, it's a spiritual declaration. Keeping money in the bathroom is, in essence, telling the universe, I don't care where my money goes, let it flow away like waste. The combination of water flow, waste elimination, and cleansing rituals makes the bathroom an energetically turbulent zone, not suitable for holding onto financial abundance. The spiritual teaching is clear. Money stored in the bathroom will energetically follow the same path as everything else in that space, downward and away from your life. One of the most overlooked yet energetically damaging places to keep money is anywhere near garbage bins, trash cans, or waste disposal areas inside your home. At first glance, this may seem obvious, but many people, without realizing it, leave coins, small bills, or even savings envelopes close to kitchen trash cans, bedroom waste baskets, or garage garbage areas. According to Buddhist teachings and the mindful living principles often shared by Shi Heng Yi, this habit creates a deep misalignment between you and your financial energy. Let's explore why. Garbage represents rejection, dirt, decay, and things that no longer serve us. It is where we place unwanted, spoiled, broken, or useless items. Every time you throw something away, you are engaging in an act of energetic discarding. The energy around garbage is one of low frequency, associated with loss, deterioration, and things being stripped of value. Now imagine placing your money near this energy field. When you keep money close to a garbage bin, even unintentionally, you are subjecting your wealth to the same energetic symbolism. You're essentially telling the universe and your own subconscious mind that your money belongs near waste, that it is disposable, or that it holds little value to you. Shi Heng Yi often emphasizes that how we treat our surroundings reflects how we treat ourselves and our resources. This small, unnoticed habit sends a continuous message of financial disrespect and neglect. Moreover, according to Buddhist metaphysics and energy flow theory, environments carry vibrational imprints. Trash areas are surrounded by energies of rot, abandonment, and decline. When your money absorbs these vibrations, it begins to mirror that frequency in your financial life. This can manifest in many painful ways, such as chronic financial loss, unexpected expenses, or seeing your savings vanish faster than anticipated. Another layer of this teaching relates to self-worth and psychological programming. Storing money near garbage creates a subtle internal belief that money is unclean, not worth protecting, or somehow connected to wastefulness. Over time, this can lead to unconscious behaviors like careless spending, risky financial decisions, and a casual attitude towards savings and budgeting. Shi Heng Yi often reminds us that mindfulness applies to every area of our life, not just meditation or moral conduct, but also how we treat physical objects and our living space. When you choose to be careless about where your money is placed, you invite similar carelessness in how money comes and goes from your life. From a practical standpoint, placing money near garbage bins also makes it more likely to get lost, thrown away accidentally, or damaged by moisture, odors, or pests that often surround trash areas. This physical deterioration mirrors the spiritual deterioration of your wealth energy. Another important insight from Buddhist home discipline is the concept of energy contamination. Just as food should not be stored near cleaning chemicals, and sacred objects should not be kept near dirt, your money, an instrument of growth and potential, should never be placed near the energy of waste. The teaching here is simple but powerful. Where you place your money reflects how you value it, and keeping it near trash tells the universe that your wealth is as disposable as the garbage next to it. Placing money directly on the floor or at ground level may seem harmless to many people, especially when it's done out of convenience. You come home tired, empty your pockets, and drop coins or bills on the floor. Or perhaps you leave cash tucked behind boxes in a low cupboard or in containers that sit directly on the ground. However, from a Buddhist energy perspective, especially as taught by Shi Heng Yi, this simple habit carries deep and negative symbolism for your financial energy. In Buddhist philosophy, the floor represents the lowest point in the energy hierarchy of any space. It is where gravity pulls everything down. Dust, dirt, and stagnant air settle there. It's the grounding zone, literally and spiritually. This is the level associated with being low, weighed down, and stuck. Money, on the other hand, is a symbol of upward movement, growth, and active energy flow. It thrives when it's positioned in places of respect, cleanliness, and energetic vitality. When you store or leave money on the floor, you subject it to the lowest vibrational energy in your home. According to Feng Shui principles, which often overlap with Buddhist teachings on mindful living, placing money on the floor symbolizes letting your wealth sink, both energetically and financially. The ground level is where energy is most dense and stagnant. Over time, this practice can cause your finances to feel heavy, slow, moving, and difficult to build. Shi Heng Yi often teaches that every physical placement in your home reflects an internal energy state. When your money lives at the lowest level of your space, it begins to attract similar patterns into your life. You may start noticing a feeling of financial heaviness, as though no matter how much effort you put in, money doesn't seem to stay, grow, or work for you. You may experience slow business growth, sluggish income flow, or repeated obstacles when trying to increase your savings. Furthermore, the psychological aspect plays a huge role here. When you treat money casually enough to leave it on the floor, you are subconsciously telling yourself that your finances are unimportant, that they don't deserve your care, attention, or respect. This sends a clear message to the universe that you're indifferent to your own abundance. Another important point from Buddhist spatial energy teachings is the concept of money being sacred energy. Just as you wouldn't place sacred texts or spiritual symbols on the floor, your money too deserves a place of elevation. Keeping it above ground level not only protects it from physical damage like dust, spills, and foot traffic, but also keeps it aligned with higher vibrational frequencies. From a practical viewpoint, money left on the floor is also more vulnerable to being stepped on, forgotten, or lost. This reflects a careless financial attitude, something that inevitably creates carelessness in how money enters and leaves your life. Shi Heng Yi emphasizes the need for intentional living. Where your money rests should be a space that invites growth, attention, and energy circulation, not a forgotten, dusty corner at ground level. The symbolism here is powerful. Money left on the ground invites your wealth to sink, stall, or disappear. Additionally, in many traditional Buddhist households, it is considered disrespectful to place valuable items, especially anything associated with prosperity, directly on the ground. Energetically, the ground absorbs, dulls, and pulls down whatever is placed on it. Your wealth deserves better than that. Money is not just paper, metal, or numbers in your bank account. From the perspective of Buddhist wisdom and energy teachings shared by Shi Heng Yi, money carries life force, an energetic vibration that responds to how it's treated, handled, and stored. One of the most harmful yet commonly overlooked mistakes people make is keeping their money in broken containers, torn wallets, cracked piggy banks, or damaged envelopes. On the surface, it may seem insignificant. After all, money is money, right? But at the energetic level, this simple habit sends out a loud and clear message of financial neglect, poverty consciousness, and disrespect for abundance. In Buddhist philosophy, everything you own and use is considered an extension of your inner state. The condition of your wallet or storage containers reflects your inner relationship with money. If your wallet is torn, faded, with broken zippers or holes, it symbolizes leaks and loss. Similarly, if you're keeping your savings in an old, cracked box, a damaged jar, or a container that's falling apart, you are creating a constant vibrational message of instability and scarcity. Shi Heng Yi often emphasizes the importance of mindfulness in daily habits. How you care for your belongings mirrors how you care for your life and your resources. By storing money in broken places, you create an energetic environment of damage and disrepair around your finances. This invites real-world consequences such as unexpected expenses, sudden losses, and a constant struggle to save or grow your wealth. On a deeper level, broken containers represent incompleteness. They symbolize something that can no longer hold, support, or protect what it's supposed to. The money you keep inside these damaged spaces absorbs this energy of being unsupported and vulnerable. This can manifest in your financial life as unstable income streams, missed financial opportunities, or even sudden emergencies that drain your savings. From a psychological perspective, keeping money in a damaged wallet or container erodes your wealth consciousness over time. Each time you handle that torn wallet or broken piggy bank, your mind subconsciously reinforces a belief in lack, poverty, and financial struggle. You may begin to internalize thoughts like, "I'm not worthy of wealth," or "my finances are always falling apart," without even realizing it. Shi Heng Yi's teachings highlight that abundance starts with intention and respect. If you want your money to grow, thrive, and multiply, It needs to live in an environment that reflects care, attention, and readiness for more. This means choosing wallets that are clean, whole, and preferably made of materials that resonate with prosperity, like leather or other durable, high-quality fabrics. Similarly, money boxes, safes, or containers should be intact, beautiful, and placed in locations of energetic strength. Even if you're not financially wealthy yet, treating your current money with gratitude and care helps build a positive money energy field around you. Shi Heng Yi often says that mindfulness begins with the smallest, most mundane details of life. If you overlook how you store your money, you are ignoring a powerful opportunity to shift your financial destiny. Furthermore, the Buddhist concept of impermanence teaches that everything changes, but it's our job to create positive conditions for growth while things last. Holding onto damaged wallets or broken containers under the excuse of sentimentality or convenience ignores this principle. It's a refusal to let go of old energy that no longer serves you. Energetically, money kept in broken containers will leak, physically, symbolically, and spiritually. This leakage will show up in your daily life as missed chances, poor financial decisions, and unexplained monetary difficulties. Respect for your money starts with respecting the space it lives in. Another deeply underestimated place that silently drains your financial energy is dark, unused corners of your home. These are the spaces that often go unnoticed. Places where dust gathers, where furniture hasn't been moved in years, or where clutter quietly piles up over time. According to Buddhist philosophy and the environmental mindfulness teachings of Shi Heng Yi, these forgotten corners hold stagnant and lifeless energy that can directly impact your financial well-being. In the Buddhist view of life, energy, or kai, should flow freely, vibrantly, and with light. Every object and every space in your home carries its own energy signature. When you leave areas of your home dark, neglected, and unused, you create pockets of dead kai, places where energy stops moving entirely. This creates an energetic vacuum, and anything stored within this vacuum, especially money, begins to vibrate at that same low, stagnant frequency. When you place money in these forgotten corners, whether it's an old jar of coins behind the couch, emergency cash hidden behind rarely used furniture, or envelopes of money in dusty drawers, you're sending a subtle but powerful message to the universe. This money is forgotten, lifeless, and insignificant. Shi Heng Yi's teachings stress that mindfulness extends to how you treat your physical space. If your money lives in dark, dusty areas, you are energetically making your wealth invisible, not just physically, but in your own consciousness and in the universe's energy flow towards you. The money gets trapped in a state of dormancy, unable to grow or multiply. Over time, this can manifest as financial stagnation, with you experiencing periods where no matter how much effort you put in, your income plateaus and your savings remain stuck. There's also a psychological dimension to this problem. Out of sight often means out of mind. Money that sits in dark corners is rarely accounted for in your financial planning. You forget it's there, and it loses both its practical and energetic value. This invisibility creates an internal disconnect between you and your finances, weakening your money mindset. Additionally, from a Feng Shui perspective, light is considered an activator of positive energy. Spaces that lack natural or artificial light become zones where good fortune cannot enter or grow. When money stays in these low-energy areas, it stops being a living, circulating force in your financial life. Moreover, these dark corners are often associated with emotional neglect and procrastination. They represent things you've postponed dealing with, whether it's clutter, broken items, or forgotten memories. By keeping money in these spaces, you're tying your wealth energy to those same emotional patterns of avoidance, delay, and neglect. Shi Heng Yi often teaches that for abundance to flow, clarity and attention are required. Energy thrives where there is movement, light, and intention. When money sits for too long in forgotten spaces, it becomes a symbol of your lack of financial engagement. Over time, this can lead to behaviors like forgetting to track expenses, ignoring debts, or failing to recognize new income opportunities. Furthermore, dark corners are prone to gathering dust and dirt, both of which represent stagnation and energetic heaviness in Buddhist home care wisdom. By storing money there, you allow the physical dirt to metaphorically represent financial blockages, causing you to struggle with progress or feel stuck in your money journey. Even culturally, in many spiritual traditions, including Buddhist and Eastern philosophies, light represents life, clarity, and expansion. Darkness, especially in neglected spaces, is associated with things that remain hidden, stuck, or unresolved. When you let your money sit in these dark, unused corners, you risk turning your financial energy into something dormant, forgotten, and energetically asleep. The energy that's supposed to empower your financial journey becomes disconnected from your intentions, goals, and opportunities for abundance. Keeping money near sharp objects such as knives, scissors, blades, or any pointed tools is considered one of the most spiritually and energetically harmful habits according to Buddhist wisdom and the mindful living practices often shared by Shi Heng Yi. On the surface, it might seem like a trivial or purely practical matter. Perhaps you absent-mindedly place your wallet on the kitchen counter near the knife block, or store some emergency cash in a drawer where scissors or sewing needles also lie. But beneath the surface, this habit carries deep symbolic and energetic consequences for your financial life. In Buddhist philosophy and many Eastern energy systems like Feng Shui, sharp objects symbolize cutting, separation, conflict, and division. Their primary function is to sever, slice, and divide, whether it's food, fabric, or even unwanted energy. When you place your money close to such items, you're inviting that same cutting energy into your financial flow. This symbolic cutting of wealth can manifest in many troubling ways. You might experience sudden financial losses, broken business deals, job instability, or unexpected expenses that seem to slice through your savings. Shi Heng Yi often teaches that our external environment is a reflection of our inner state and the reality we create around us. If your money resides near objects whose purpose is to cut, then you're surrounding your wealth with the energy of disconnection and fragmentation. Moreover, this positioning creates a subconscious association between your finances and conflict. Over time, you may start to feel like your income is being cut off before it has a chance to grow. Financial gains may seem short-lived, as if something keeps slicing through your progress. Even your mindset towards money may begin to reflect a fragmented approach, where you struggle to hold onto money, save it consistently, or plan for long-term growth. There's also a psychological impact to consider. Sharp objects often carry an unconscious link to danger, caution, and alertness. Placing your money near such items creates an underlying emotional tension, even if you're not consciously aware of it. This can make you feel more anxious about finances, triggering fear-based financial decisions, hoarding behavior, or impulsive spending as a reaction to that subtle stress. According to Feng Shui principles, money thrives when it's placed in areas of calm, softness, and nurturing energy. It should ideally rest in spaces that symbolize safety, protection, and growth, not destruction or separation. This is why many Eastern traditions encourage storing money in rounded, soft, and stable containers, far from sharp-edged tools or aggressive symbols. Shi Heng Yi often highlights the importance of mindful placement and intention behind every action. Keeping money near knives or scissors breaks the energetic continuity that money needs to multiply and stay in your life. The vibrational frequency of sharp objects is disruptive. It cuts through any energy field around it. When that energy field includes your financial reserves, the result is often financial instability. Another layer of this teaching is that sharp objects attract conflict energy, not just physical cutting, but also arguments, misunderstandings, and financial disputes. People who keep their money near knives may unknowingly find themselves caught in family arguments over money, legal battles, or business conflicts. This is because the vibrational environment you create around your wealth seeps into your life circumstances. Additionally, storing money in such places lacks respect for both the money and the sharp tools themselves. In Buddhist mindful living practices, intentional placement is everything. Everything has its rightful place and purpose. Sharp tools belong in their designated area for their functional use, not as neighbors to your financial energy. In many cultures influenced by Buddhist and Eastern philosophies, it's also believed that knives cut through not just physical matter, but also good luck and blessings. When money is kept close to such objects, it becomes vulnerable to being cut off from incoming opportunities and ongoing prosperity. The message from Shi Heng Yi's teachings is clear. The environment where your money rests should be harmonious, peaceful, and energetically nurturing, not charged with division, separation, or potential harm. In closing, it's important to understand that money is more than just currency, it's energy, intention, and a reflection of your inner mindset. Every choice you make about where and how you store your money sends a signal, not just to your subconscious mind, but also to the energetic universe around you. The teachings of Shi Heng Yi and Buddhist wisdom remind us that abundance doesn't happen by accident. It begins with awareness, respect, and conscious living. Your home is not just a physical space, it's an energetic field that either nurtures your prosperity or unknowingly blocks it. By avoiding these 7 poverty, attracting places, and making simple, intentional changes, you open the door to greater financial flow, clarity, and abundance. Small actions like choosing the right storage place for your money, keeping it clean and elevated, and maintaining mindfulness about your surroundings can create powerful shifts in your financial life. Remember, where your money lives determines how it grows. Start today by walking through your home, identifying these poverty traps, and making positive changes. Treat your money with care, gratitude, and respect, and in return, watch how the energy of wealth begins to flow more freely into your life. Thank you for listening. May your home, your heart, and your life always be filled with abundance and peace.